game of life obeys its own rules. But what are they? How do people develop their personalities and abilities? How can parents best support and encourage their children? What kind of options do we have in the planning of our lives? How does our genetic makeup or our environment affect our personal development? A person's biography progresses through various stages. A new course can be set in each stage: childhood in the family, preschool, school, and college, the decision which career to pursue, and finally the decision to found one's own family. At King's College in London and at Duke University in Durham, North Carolina, married couple and researchers Terrie Moffitt and Avshalom Caspi have successfully studied and taught about behavioral genetics for many years.
We follow large samples of children as they're growing up for many years. And the aim is to connect the experiences that they have as children and adolescents with their health as adults.
We'd like our research findings to improve every child's chances so that as adults, they can make better choices.
Moffitt and Caspi analyze people's lives and search for correlations between genetic predispositions and external influences, and how one's personal biography affects one's later life.
One can think of genes as being the chances of life, whereas the lifestyles are the choices.
A remarkable long-term study in New Zealand shows how personality traits depend both on one's genetic predisposition as well as environmental influences. 1,000 young men and women have been examined since 1972 with regard to their health as well as their psychological and social development. The central focus is the family environment.
The environmental exposures that people suffered, although on an average level they do predict that children would have poor outcomes. For example, maltreated children would become antisocial. Children who lose their parents would become depressed. Those experiences only affect the people who are genetically vulnerable, and so it takes two factors, the genetic vulnerability as well as the environmental input.
Comprehensive multidisciplinary basic research has led to revealing results, especially with regard to how a person's genetic predisposition determines his or her future life.
Many researchers assumed that we would find genes for alcoholism or genes for tobacco addiction, genes for drug addiction. In fact, what we have found is that there are genetic effects that create vulnerabilities, but teenagers always have the choice.
Moffitt and Caspi's research results give reason to be optimistic that genes do not inevitably lead to a specific outcome. Young people who are predisposed to addiction, depression, or stress, for example, can be helped with preventative therapy programs.
So we don't develop the treatment programs ourselves, but we can generate knowledge about how serious a problem is and if it requires treatment.
The research results enable the development of preventative measures, thus opening up new perspectives in working with children and youths. As recognition of this work and to finance further research, Terrie Moffitt and Avshalom Caspi have been awarded the Klaus J. Research Prize.
What this award provides is flexibility for innovation. So when we have a new idea, when we have a new window of opportunity, I think this will enable us as researchers, for Terrie and I, to really seize the moment.
What it means to me that our research won the Jacobs Prize, there are several different levels, but the most important one is the stamp of excellence from the Jacobs Foundations.